second and talk about why we launched the quick cooker, why we think it's special, why we think it matters. But then we're also going to cook because I feel better when I'm talking with food. But what I'd like to do is go ahead and start the cooking so that we can do the talking later and just get cooking.
Wait, sorry, we didn't introduce our friend. I'm sorry, no, she deserves a proper introduction.
I'm Christy.
This is Christy. She is one of, handheld.
I'm Christy.
Tell us more about yourself.
I'm from Olympia, Washington. I've been a consultant for almost 22 years, and I love the quick cooker.
So you've been using it for how long?
Since toward the end of June, and I told them I literally have not used my oven, my stovetop, or my microwave since I got my quick cooker.
Wow. That poor stuff. Yeah.
Look at, I just got the chill.
But it's hot. So
Yeah, that's true. It's summer.
I'm not in my kitchen. I love it.
Yeah. So we have our quick cooker ambassador. She's going to help us with the recipe, do the real work of the recipe itself. The one that we're going to demo today is cheddar broccoli risotto. So if any of you probably are the reason for this, but every single week I get a report for the top recipes on our website, and the chicken and broccoli braid is always number 1, 2, or 3. Like without fail, chicken and broccoli braid. It's been around for like 20 years. It's still like, you can't beat it. So this recipe is basically the chicken and broccoli braid in risotto form. And that was like, I was like, oh, why fight it? You know, like it's delicious. So we wanted to make something that was really delicious, really comforting, and really easy, but something that you can makes the quick cooker shine. So in order to do that, we're going to build it just like you would a normal risotto. And I think that's something to remember, is that while there's differences in using the quick cooker, you're still cooking, right? So they're still searing, they're still sweating, they're still sauteing, and then the rest of it is still magic. So in order to do this, we're going to saute some aromatics, which we have onion and red pepper. So very much
just in case you don't know.
Just in case, yeah. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the, go ahead, yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna put the onion and the pepper, we're gonna chop it up in our manual food processor. You are crushing it right now with your knife skills. Look at that, like, Jill, we picked the right
girl, that's right.
I love it.
Yep.
We're sauteing just like you would with a risotto. You're gonna saute aromatics, you're gonna build flavor, you're gonna make sure that it tastes really, really delicious. And you're going to do that with the sear function. So the quick cooker has, like we said, 16 functions. The ones that we're going to use today are the sear function, which is a high heat, higher heat, so you can saute vegetables, you can sear meat with it, get really good browning, Maillard reaction, all of that good stuff. And then some nice caramelization in the vegetables if you like it. The thing that's so great is that you can, really still build flavor, if you want to. This is great for the quick cooker is great if you want to throw a bunch of stuff in there and press a button and walk away. By all means do that, but if you want to really create a composed dish, you have that option as well. So it's got peppers and onions that we're just going to put in the manual food processor. We're going to use the sear setting. We're going to sweat those vegetables for about 3 minutes to get some of the moisture out. To get, soften those vegetables, get a lot of flavor, and then we're going to, see, yeah.
We need a garlic bowl.
Yeah, I think so, but we want to heat it up first. So we're going to heat up, there's some oil over there in the thing. Jill,
can you please go get some oil?
I wasn't done yet.
Just want to make sure.
So, I wasn't done with I hadn't gotten Yeah, you don't deserve that. So yeah, it's just like cooking in a normal stove, right? You heat the oil up first, 2 to 3 minutes, so I think we do 3 minutes. So we're going to set it to the sear setting, we're going to press start, and that will heat the whole pan up. So then what we're going to do is...
Tim, no way.
No? All right.
Do you have to close it to heat it up?
What's that?
Do you have to close it to heat it up?
No, you don't have to close it to heat it up. The sear setting works. All right, turn it off. Okay. All right. That's fine. We're gonna do it without oil. See what happens. It's not ideal.
I mean, it's mixed around.
So listen, I'm doing this in front of a bunch of Pampered Chef consultants. You're like, oh my God, you forgot the oil, you know? Like, I work in a test kitchen.
That butter said me in order to make me look bad.
Yeah.
Not perfect.
Thank you,
You
Pampered.
got butter right there.
So we'll just add a little bit of stock to the bottom for some liquid, just to get things moving. And then we can put some here. And
You're searing though, right?
yeah, so we're gonna sear.
Leave the lid off and sear.
So then we're just gonna hit start, and it's gonna get cooking basically. So let that heat up for like 3 minutes, just like you would a stove, right? It's just like cooking, but the sear setting will help cook all of that together. You're like thinking, oh my gosh, this is, you know, if you're gonna do a cooking demo, where's your 3-cup prep bowls, right? I know that's what you're thinking. I said, I'm around a bunch of pros. You're good. I know. So, like, this is a challenge for you. So basically, typically, if you had oil, you would heat it up for like 3 minutes in the pan on the sear setting, and then you would add your vegetables, and we're gonna sweat them just like you would any other, you know, onions and peppers, just like you would on a stove. It's very much just like cooking, normal stuff. The other thing that I like about the sear setting, and we'll talk about that later, is that the quick cooker needs to come up to pressure. Just like you're bringing a pot of water up to boil, right? It's the same kind of idea. You're bringing the pot up to pressure, and so having the sear setting on whenever I'm cooking, it kind of expedites that process for whenever I close the lid and want to bring it up to pressure.
So I'm gonna,
while that's happening, Jill's gonna talk
about why we did it.
Yes.
Let's go there, Baldy. So who's familiar with the Instant Pot? We're just gonna throw it out.
Yeah.
So see, not that many. You think that it's everywhere, right? That everyone has one. It's all over the internet. It's all everybody's talking about. Well, the fact is, not everybody knows about it. Not everyone has one. Or if they have one, it's literally still in the box, in their basement, in their gym. Just gonna hold it. Is that better? Okay, so we've talked to so many people that have the Instant Pot, but it's literally still in their box somewhere because they don't know what to do. So we thought we had the perfect opportunity because we have you guys that can teach. That's what Pampered Chef is all about. That's a really big thing. I thought it was. I didn't see the oil. Wasn't there. It's fine. Nothing's burning. So anyways, have some oil nearby. So we knew that we had the opportunity to do this because we have you guys and with our little differentiators. So I'm sure you've heard on stage